Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill. Sorry, this is Jake Munchie back with another reaction video. Yeah, yo. I remember watching Bill Nye the Science Guy when I was a little boy. Just a little boy. I was just a little baby. Everybody can say it with me. I was just a little baby. You was watching, because I'm an 80s baby, so that gives you a little more hint to what my age is. But anyway, yeah, this was one of my favorite shows, and every time that song came on, I used to be rocking out. Because science is my favorite subject, because we are science. We are the study of ourselves and our environment and everything else. So check out my education videos that I've been putting out, and I'm uploading documentaries and all of that stuff. Most of them is going to be self-made by me, and of course I'm gonna have some real general information, just for education purposes. So like History Channel videos, type videos, Discovery Channel type videos. And I mean, anything got something to do with science, you can just bet your last dollar. So I'm gonna keep doing the science videos no matter what. So like I said, I got more stuff in store. This is one of them. So let's get into it. Don't want to waste too much time. So, what if all the ice melted on the earth? And this topic has been discussed plenty of times over the years, but I never heard Bill Nye the Science Guy talk about this topic. Not when I was little, not now, but we about to do it right now. Let's get at it. Previously,
don't forget, I get 2 cut.
Star Wars
You've
commercial.
likely heard about the effects that climate change is having on our planet, and specifically in the Arctic, which is warming twice as fast. But what would actually happen if all the ice melted on Earth?
I can help with that. When you and I drink...
I can tell you that most of the land on Earth will be covered. There'd be only a few probably mountains, so to speak. It won't be the land that any of us in any country walk on. We won't be able to walk unless we go into the mountains. So, except for the mountain people. So, my bad, I said no people. Except for the mountain people, people that live in the mountains and stuff like that, high elevation. Because the sea level will rise to about what? To like 200 feet, if all the ice was to actually melt.
Water. We drink non-salty water. We drink fresh water. Now, of all the water in the world, most of it is salty. Just 3% is not salty. Now, of that 3%,
just 3%.
you can't get to most of
super
that,
small.
because 70% of that 3% is frozen. 30 million cubic kilometers.
If you didn't know, they said the freshest water is in the ice. So like in the glacier has the freshest, cleanest water, and it's because it's been preserved over the years, never touched by anything, ever. There's water that has never been in the what you call that, that belt, the freaking ocean belt thingy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But somebody comment below, remind me, what's that ocean that can't the thing? It's right there on top of my brain. God damn it.
Of frozen water. It's so much frozen water, so much ice, that if you had a layer of it, 1,000 meters thick, it would cover North America. That's a lot of frozen water, people.
Yeah. On land, frozen water forms glaciers, ice sheets,
I want some of that water.
Snow, but the Arctic is largely ocean, so there it takes the form of floating sea ice like icebergs.
Water
And because
good for
it's
you.
in direct contact with warming waters, sea ice will be the first to melt as global temperatures rise. In fact, this year, NASA reported that the extent of Arctic sea ice was the lowest ever recorded for January, February, April, May, and June 2016.
Wow.
The world is getting warmer, and the ice is melting.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you'll be able to drive your ship from Europe to Russia, right over the North Pole, with no ice in the way.
Wow.
That's good for certain shipping companies, maybe, but for the marine species, the polar bears, the walruses, the seals, They don't have their old habitats.
So that means they'll go
They're all
extinct.
going away. They're melting out from under them.
And ocean-dwelling animals like bowhead whales and narwhals aren't immune to these changes either. As sea ice melts, energy and oil companies are taking it as an opportunity to search further north for untapped resources.
Oh, yeah.
Using a process known as seismic blasting, they shoot air explosions into the water in an effort to map the ocean
Seismic
floor and find
blasting
oil.
is air
Of course,
explosions?
this has detrimental effects on the whole
I need to study
ecosystem of the
that. I
Arctic
never heard of
Ocean,
that.
while also causing physical trauma and habitat relocation in whales. In terms of sea levels, melting sea ice won't have much of an effect. This is because the floating ice already displaces roughly the same amount of water as it would produce when it melts, so the net effect would be negligible. Furthermore, the majority of Earth's ice, more than